Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. I am Chema.
And I'm Eddie, reviewing Hubie Halloween. Am I pronouncing it right?
You
Is it
are.
Hubie or Hubie?
This
And
is the
this is the
rollback.
rollback.
What's up, dude?
Dude, I did. This trailer made me not want to watch the movie. After watching the movie, I'm like, not bad.
Yeah, it's
Not bad.
it's not bad. Let me give you a little synopsis. Fearless. Hubie Dubois, who despite his devotion to his hometown of Salem, Massachusetts, and his legendary Halloween celebration, is a figure of mockery for kids and adults alike. But this year, something really is going bump in the night, and it's up to Hubie to save Halloween. So, new Adam Sandler movie drops right in time for Halloween, slides right into our Netflix accounts, like that YouTube album that was dropped into all of our phones. And
Well,
yeah,
but that was without our consent, though.
yeah, and it was an interesting take. I know that after delivering that performance that he gave in Uncut Gems, he made a threat saying that if he wasn't nominated for an Oscar for that performance, he would start doing the worst movies that he could think of. Now, from what I've heard, he made this movie before doing Uncut Gems, so we're in the safe ground.
Jesus, I can't. I don't know what can be. How can he do worse than Jack and Jill? I feel like that have to be like he didn't not only fuck that up. He brought Al Pacino down with him.
He did brought Ray. He had the decency to invite Ray Liotta to this. So
Yeah, but Ray Liotta was never up near. He was always like here. Let's be clear. Ray Liotta has a movie to his name. He has one movie to his name.
Of course, Wild Hogs.
Clearly, Wild Hogs. Was he in Wild Hogs?
He's the main like bad guy. He's the main like biker bad guy.
God, that explains so much. And he has such beautiful eyes. Why? Wait, okay, so this movie starts off with Hubie Dubois. I really like his last name actually.
Yeah,
And
that was the
Salem,
last name.
Massachusetts.
That was the last name of one of the characters in the Boondocks, and so every time they would say his last name, I would just immediately go back to that. But yeah, Salem, Massachusetts. Go ahead.
No, and the movie takes place in Salem, which to start, good spot.
Great setting.
I can't think of many movies that have ever utilized Salem.
Mm-hmm. And did you notice that the street where he was living?
Elm Street.
Elm Street, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get right off the bat. This is my main opinion on the movie. It's not scary. I mean, it's not supposed to be. It's not very funny. I will also say that it's Halloween as fuck.
That's true.
And that is enough, honestly. You know what? You know the story about the Halloween movies, right? The Michael Myers ones, right?
Yeah.
That it was originally supposed to be, an anthology. Like every movie was supposed to be a different story. But the first movie comes out and it's a big hit. Everyone loves Michael Myers. So the second one, they force the guy to bring back Michael Myers. It's like, we need to do another one. So he does Halloween 2. And after that, he's like, okay, I'm good. I can do what I want now. And they did Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which has nothing to do with Michael Myers, and it's just a movie about witches. And nobody really cares for it. And it is the most forgotten, out of those movies. That's why the fourth one is The Return of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
The thing about Season of the Witch, Halloween 3, is that while it's not, they were right. It's not a very good movie, but like this, it's Halloween up the ass. It's got the colors, it's got the shadows, it's got all the effects. It's good to get you in the mood for Halloween. And this movie did the exact same thing, but as a comedy. And I don't know if that was the intended purpose. I think the intended purpose is just for Sandler and his buddies to have a good time, which you can totally tell by watching the movie. But it totally got me in the Halloween mood, which I love. And the Halloween aesthetic is ever present in this movie. The fall leaves on the ground, the pumpkins, the music, the references, the people dressed up. It does a really good job. It weirdly does a really good job in getting you in the mood for Halloween, and I love the movie for it.
The movie, this feels. Did you notice all the SNL alumni in this film? Like there's
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of them. And it's not a bad thing. It's just you can tell there was a lot of improv. I feel like
Totally.
the script for this film was more like, look, here are the bullet points. fill in the rest.
Yeah, have a good time.
But this
Because
movie
everyone's
has some.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie has heart, which is the
A
weird
lot
thing.
of heart. The ending was very sweet. Is it
It
weird
was.
that the ending was really sweet?
Like I wasn't expecting that. Like again, that trailer made me completely regret agreeing to review this film. I saw the trailer. I was just like, "Oh, what the fuck did I get myself into?" Ladies and gentlemen, I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. to watch the first half of this film before I had to go work. Like, I was like, do I really have to do this to myself? I could do a single. I don't need to do this. But you know what? Shockingly, it's
Shockingly sweet, right? Yeah.
It's sweet. It has some charm. Don't get me wrong. It's not the longest yard like level good. Like it's not like like the Wedding Singer. I think a lot of people love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Also 50 versus. It's not like the number one. It's not in the top. Adam Sandler filmography. But it definitely, it's solid middle of the ground. It's probably the best comedy he's done in a while, in a long time.
I'll rank it above Pixels. I'll rank it above like several other of his recent movies.
Even Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems is a different beast, but you know what? If this is what he wants to do, this is how he wins. Okay, this is how if we're really entitled people. I like to believe that we're entitled people. I mean, we have left Adam Sandler, work for too long, and every time that he comes out with a new movie, we all dread it, we all run from it, and then it comes out and we're like, all right, come here, sit down, come here, because he's genuinely one of the most likable people like on the scene right now, and I like him. I personally really like him. The stand-up special he released like a year and a half or 2 years ago on Netflix, fucking amazing. I think it's one of the best things he's ever done.
He did a stand-up special a few years ago?
Yeah, so it's on Netflix. It's called something like 100% Fresh or something like that, and it's him like doing like stand-up and songs, and like every joke and every song that he does, he's recording it on a different venue. So it would be like a really small comedy place or to like a really large stadium. And the songs, I mean, he's a gifted songwriter. He's very funny, and he manages to write songs about really funny things. Like he has one called Bar Mitzvah Boy. He has
I know that one. Also, Crazy Nights, like all the he basically made the whole CD for that movie.
Yeah, he had one song about MMA fighter ears. He has a song about he does really cool, really funny things. He does really funny stories. He has a very, very sweet tribute to Chris Farley in there too, that almost makes you cry. I mean, he's good. And of course, Uncut Gems comes and goes, and we reminded that that Punch Drunk Love. What was that movie he did with Rhodey? Reign Over Me. He's a super talented actor. This movie comes out, and Hubie Halloween comes out. Title. You shouldn't have called this movie Hubie Halloween. Just call it something else.
What if they just call it Halloween? Like spoof it. Fuck it.
Yeah, something. I don't know, but it almost doesn't matter. People are not gonna say, "Let's watch Hubie Halloween." They're gonna say, "Hey, let's watch the new Sandler Halloween movie." And honestly, I think it really worked. When it started and he started to talk, I'm like, "Oh, he's doing the Waterboy Boys." Oh, I found that so annoying.
It wasn't as thick though. Like it wasn't as bad. Like as in the Waterboy.
No, but it was present. I did like how it started, and it's Ben Stiller, and he's playing the same character from fucking what's it called? From Happy Gilmore.
Yes, the hockey one. Yeah. You're in my house now, Grandma.
Yeah. I really like seeing June Squibb, who plays his mom. She was in Nebraska, and she played the grandma in this little movie called Summer '03, which I really, really found it hilarious. So she's really good in this too. She managed to, the way that she like turns like was pretty fucking funny. Julie Bowen from Modern Family is here too, also from Happy Gilmore, and she was in
Happy Gilmore.
She was the main romantic partner in Happy Gilmore. She was a reporter.
Was she?
Yes, she
I need
was.
to go, I need
Yes,
to
she
go back
was.
and watch it. I believe you. I never noticed
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry. I was looking up some trivia, just now, and there's a lot of Easter eggs to past horror films in this movie.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi being a werewolf. He's
Like in a
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
He plays a werewolf apparently in all three, so that's why they had him be a werewolf in this one. The movie starts off, you're right, though, with Ben Stiller at the mental institution or the Werewolf Academy, whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
And there's an escaped patient, and the whole movie is kind of like a whodunit, and you're wondering who the patient is. Yeah. I was so disappointed though when I thought it was Rob Schneider. I was like, no, it's got to be someone better than this.
Give him some credit. Rob Schneider isn't like this of the movie, like nothing. Yeah. They underused him for the better.
Who's the other guy that he always uses that's blonde that plays the redneck from Joe Dirt? I'm trying to remember his name.
David Spade.
David Spade. He wasn't in it, surprisingly.
He was not in this, yeah.
Why the fuck is Ray Liotta in this, but not David Spade?
He's probably busy doing, I don't know.
Also, why the fuck is Keenan in this?
But SNL, probably.
You're not wrong, man.
Yeah, I mean he does little, but there's one part where the Keenan is a very funny guy. I mean, he's been very funny for years. Since I was a little kid and I saw him in Keenan and Kel, I've been a fan of Keenan. And there's a great scene where they're in the final confrontation, and there's Keenan, and he's got like Steve Buscemi and Rob Schneider, and they're like, "Why did you have to bring him?" I was like, "We have to bring him. We can't just leave them by themselves." And then
we're the only two cops.
And then they're pointing their fake. And it's really funny at the end of the movie when they show the bloopers, and they show them that scene was improv. And oh god, I thought it was really funny. Kevin James plays the main cop with a horrible beard and mullet
it's perfect though.
It could have been anyone, to be honest.
No, but the thing is, he plays it perfectly where you do believe like there's that douchebag that still has a mullet from high school that still thinks it's cool, and he's like, yeah, man, I still have it from everywhere. And then you have Violet Valentine, the triple threat, which I think that's the only odd thing is like their romantic relationship doesn't feel warranted. Like you at least, I don't know. I think that's the only like.
And I agree, but I kind of don't care. I don't know. This is one of those movies where like I can't care. If I care, it stops being fun.
It stops being a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, if I start caring about cinema and film, I wouldn't be watching.
He says on his film podcast,
where I keep saying that I don't care about that, we've done this a bunch of times where we're like, this is a good movie to turn off your brain and enjoy, and I enjoyed it. Really, I like how also they managed to Sandler always manages to bring in like a younger cast, like of like teenagers, to kind of just expose them and be like, hey,
elevate them.
Go off, yeah. He did that he did that beautifully in the Grown Up movies, and I feel like he does that here as well. They bring in one of the kids from Stranger Things who like fucking grew up a lot. The main boy, that's Will from Stranger Things. He's the boy that gets kidnapped.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's him.
That was him.
Yeah, just imagine him with like bowl haircut. Yeah, it's him.
I guess because of the haircut. Jesus, I did not recognize him.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he grew up. Who'd have thought?
Oh, got tall.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's there. The girl who's dressed as Red Riding Hood, she's pretty good too. The younger daughters are also pretty cool. I like how that scene when they're in the museum, and immediately he like connects with her by like talking, and they just start to like joke around. To me, the best gag of the movie is the thermos. The thermos.
Yes, I want that thermos. Get every connection, and I love how they tie it all together at the very end. When he gives like his kids a thermos, like he gives one to like his son and his son's girlfriend. Yeah. It's like that one shoots flares and that one's a blow dryer. Wait, what? You know what made me lose my shit so hard? Like I accidentally woke up Nikki this morning. When No, guess which gag made me like lose my shit.
Shaq and the voice.
No, I just saw that part. Like that's in the second half.
Okay.
That was still really weird. Like, Shaq, you're worth like over $100 million. Why are you here?
He's having fun. Let him have fun.
Like, I couldn't forgive him after Grown Ups, but like this, like, sorry, Grown Ups too. But no, in this one, it's when, and it doesn't even have Adam Sandler in it. It's when Violet yells at the cat lady saying, you better thank the man or I'm going to beat you with that ugly cat. And like I see the cat's eye just get wide, like what? And that made me lose my absolute shit. I think I woke up Nikki when I saw that part.
Oh God!
But this film, I want to get into this. This film has so much charm, and Adam Sandler manages to make Hubie very likable. He's very much I don't want to say innocent, but just like a genuine, like he gives a shit about people. Like
he's a kind person, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good human being. Like on a fucking fundamental level. Like this dude gets into heaven, like easy. Like, oh, Hubie, go ahead.
Yeah.
You all have to explain yourselves to him, but you all go on.
Yeah.
Hubie. I love the gag where his mom says, "Mom, are you dying and going to heaven?" Hell, probably. But and Adam Sandler plays an earnest like character that you learn to love really well. There is some little Nicky in this, some innocence,
Absolutely.
some like, but it's in his other films though he manages to get you to give a shit about the characters, even when you don't want to.
And I don't think a lot of actors can do that because Sandler, even when he plays his most unlikable, like in the movie Funny People, it never. I like that movie, but there's something that feels off. Because he's a kind person. Like we know that in real life he's a kind person. He plays like he can manage to pull off charming, very nice characters. And in that one, he plays to his most unlikable, and something just doesn't gel. Something just doesn't work, and it really works here. I might hurt some people with this comment, but the performance that he reminds me the most is Tom Hanks in The Terminal. As Navorsky. I think he manages to pull off like a certain charm and a certain kindness that makes you not hate him. Like he's just really likable in this. It's the same way that Tom Hanks was in The Terminal. Yeah.
I just looked up something and it explains a lot because if you ever see paparazzi pictures of Adam Sandler, 9 times out of 10, he's in sandals, shorts, and a t-shirt.
Exactly how I dressed in college every day. So
exactly. Yeah. But you're not worth $420 million.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Look, no, get straight. He's worth more than fucking like Tyra Banks or Shaq. Like, he's worth more than like a lot of major celebrities. But he doesn't flaunt his wealth. He's not like all out. And the thing is, he actually has quite a few charities that he works with, from like dogs and pets to like, inner city kids. Yeah. Different organizations,
Yeah, he's famously like a very cool guy. Yeah.
He's a fundamentally like a good person, and he's a chill dude. He's a chill human being. I'd argue he may be more chill than Bill Murray, and we're talking like on a cosmic level there when we say that.
Yeah, but a Bill Murray appearance is less likely than a Sandler one. I mean, Bill Murray probably wouldn't cameo in Brooklyn Nine-Nine the way that Sandler did.
Oh, he did, right? I don't remember the episode, but I know he did.
He did. He played himself. He said, what are you doing at a history auction? And Sandler's like, I happen to be interested in art. I'm doing a movie about the World War II.
That's right.
And he goes like, oh yeah? Who is Kevin James going to play?
Oh my God, he's worth more than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dude.
Okay, that's shocking. That's shocking.
Dude.
I did not expect
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or like Rock the Dwayne Johnson is worth only $280 million.
Replace
peasants.
Replace Sandler. Replace The Rock with Sandler as Black Adam right now.
Imagine The Rock is like, yeah, Sandler, I'm pretty rich. I'm worth 240, and he's like, if you make another couple $100 million, talk to me then. I wonder if that's why he does these movies. Like,
I think he just does because he can, and he started young. He started young. He started SNL when he was like 19 or 20, and he just blew up from there. Yeah, he was super young. So, And then when he left, he had made all these connections with Chris Rock and Farley and David Spade and Rob Schneider and all these people. So he was like, all right, well, I might as well, because he made this joke about when he came back to host SNL last year, I think, and he made this joke about how he was there for a bit and then he was fired. And then he went to Chris Farley and he was like, man, they fired me. It was like, Sandler, they fired me too. Like, let's fucking go, like all of us. And it just worked, And you can tell because he still maintains those relationships to this day, and that's why he keeps getting invited to SNL, and he keeps inviting people from SNL into his movies, like Maya Rudolph and the Keenan. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
No, I was just gonna say, like, he's a very loyal person though. Like
Yeah.
His day ones are still there. Rob Schneider still there. Chris Rock still there. Kevin Smith still there. David Spade still there. Like, he's very. That goes also to who he is as a person, his personality. It never got to his head. He doesn't have a big head. He's not an asshole. Yeah. And it's like, you've been there since day one. I got you.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that's why when he plays a character like this, we relate to it even more, and that's why. You're watching a movie, you kind of know that it's not going to be good, but it's kind of like seeing a friend of yours playing a band, and they're not very good, but you can tell they're having a lot of fun. That's how I always feel about when I watch a Kevin Smith movie or an Adam Sandler movie. It's just I know what I'm in for. Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised sometimes, but most of the time I know I'm just watching cool people just having fun with each other. And in a way, film, as I'm gonna get on the pretentious level right now, but in a way, a film is such a spectrum that is wider, and every time we do something new, it's kind of cool to know that those ripples that have been opened, they're still going around. We have visionaries that are making that spectrum bigger. They're making that hole bigger, but it's kind of cool that the pools that have already been discovered in that realm are still being explored, and they're still having fun with it. Because the whole point of the movie is to give off the Halloween feel. They succeed in that. The whole point of the movie is to have fun. They're having fun, and you can really tell. There are some scenes that don't work, but most of the film does work. And I was shockingly surprised. I thought it was not going to be good, mainly not because of Sandler, but because of Kevin James. To be honest, this is the director of this movie is the same director who did Little Nicky, and you can really tell.
Yeah,
he knows how to work them. Yeah.
But also, I think it's in conjunction. It's kind of like an MCU movie where the actors know each other so well that they're just able to bounce off each other real quick, really easy.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there were some running gags in this that weren't initially in the film that they just went with that made it funny. Like, I can't remember his name. I can't remember what the name of the character, but it's kind of when the headless husband is like, "Do you want me now?" and she goes, "No." He just starts crying, "No!" Like, "Ha ha ha! Do you want me now?" No. It was so stupid, but it's still so goddamn funny.
Yeah. And I don't know. There's something so fun, and I had to talk about the scene scene with Shaq with the phone, because I had to stop it and rewind, oh my god, because I knew Shaq was in the movie, but when he pops off, it turns out that he's the voice in the radio, that female-ish sounding voice, and he's just like, oh yeah, that's just my normal voice, but I can just make it and oh god, yeah. That's fucking god. No, and then the wife comes in with the voice, and he's like, oh, what about your voice? That's my voice.
Oh, what do you mean? This is my regular voice.
Yeah. Oh god, I thought that was super funny.
You know what made me cringe at the end though, with they're flirting on the radio, and she's like, I brought spaghetti and meatballs. He's like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna let's call it Lady of the Transits, bitch. Come here. Oh. Also, fun fact: guess how much Shaq is worth?
I know now less than Sandler, but how much?
$400 million. Sandler looks at him and says, "Oh, you play professional basketball? I make movies, bitch." Oh.
Well, that's what Shaq gets for rapping and making the movie Steel. So that's what he gets.
And Shazam.
Kazam.
Oh, Kazam?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shazam
that was actually called. I thought it was
Yeah.
actually called Shazam. That's why I was just like, why do they keep relating? Imagine Kazam Shaq versus Shazam.
I think Kazam wins just because
Magic.
it's Shaq. Yeah,
God.
pure magic, baby. I don't know. I like Shaq. I can't help it. Every time I see Shaq in anything, I laugh. It's like when he was in the Justin Bieber roast. They made so many jokes about him, but it was so good. Like when they said like Shaq uses his dick as a selfie stick. When they said Shaq, thank you for taking some time out of your day from throwing barrels at Super Mario to join us.
That shit got racist
Oh
fast.
God, I know.
There had to be a free throw joke in there somewhere. There had to be.
No, I think they made enough when they made him cameo in Scary Movie 4, so I think he's good there.
Well, that's right. It's Scary Movie 4. It's like, I can't, they won't let me go until I make 2 baskets in a row.
Oh God. Also, that scene that you mentioned with the lady with the cat, that's Melissa Villaseñor. She's another SNL alum. She's a current one. She's more of a writer. She doesn't appear too much on stage, but she's a great impressionist. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that he's keeping all these relationships from current SNL. And I think they actually look forward to that. Like, hey, I'm in SNL and I'm in a Sandler movie. Like, this is a thing, to build a resume on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought the movie was hella cool. I think it's super interesting. It's not. I think we might be overselling it. It's not that funny. It's one of those things where like
it's got charm.
Watching it, but it's funnier when you're talking about it. Yeah, charming. And if anything, this movie should be sold not on the comedy, but on how charming it is.
But it also feels like an old school Halloween film. Like it doesn't feel like
totally.
What recent film did this that was really good at capturing Bumblebee? This movie reminds me a bit of Bumblebee, where Bumblebee is able to capture the monster in the closet, E.T. kind of feel with Bumblebee, but also hope and some action, but the whole world isn't at stake. It's just like a fun movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of dumb, like at the same time. Bumblebee, same kind of category as this, where it's like it's a dumb movie. It's not the end of the world. But if it has character and it feels like something from a different time,
Sure.
But I like it though. I think we need more of this, and I think props to them. They did a good job of making a time capsule film in modern day.
Yeah, you know what? I hadn't really considered that until you brought it up. It's not. It really doesn't trap itself in its own time. They could have so easily made so many jokes about Gen Zs or something like that, and they really don't. It's really a movie you can watch 10 years ago, you can watch it 10 years from now, and it should be fine. And like I said, the biggest selling point, but besides how charming it is that it's Halloween as hell. It's got everything. It's got the pumpkins, it's got the fall, the colors, it's got the dark shadows, it's got the music, it's got the songs, I love that scene when he goes to the party and all the kids are dressed up and they're all dressed as very different things, like from very simple things to very complex things. I saw like the girl was dressed as Red Riding Hood. There was a girl dressed as Billie Eilish there. There was just so much going on there that I thought was pretty freaking cool. And I had a good time watching this movie. I don't know. I feel like every day we watch a movie that's just okay, but because we reviewed Mulan a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, oh, this is a masterpiece. Like I don't want to blame Mulan for that, but like
I wouldn't want to go that far.
But every movie feels really good right now. I don't know if it's the pandemic, but just watching a movie again just feels like heaven.
Well, I think it's not only that. I think it's also it's fundamentally. In a time where the election is in less than a month, like we have all this shit going on. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Halloween's canceled basically here where we live. They straight up, they just banned trick-or-treating, like no trick-or-treating allowed, period.
Yeah.
So, it feels like a bit of a ray of sunshine during a dark time. But also, this is also the kind of movie that kids and adults can watch. Like it's
totally.
I think a kid would laugh a lot of these jokes that I didn't. Like
in the same way that you and I laughed when we were kids and we watched Grandma's Boy for the first time. I think it's gonna work, you know.
Well, like there's one particular joke that I know I would have laughed at if I was like 8 years old, and it's the part where Rob Schneider pisses himself.
Oh yeah.
Like, I peed here, I peed here. I'm peeing right now, actually. A 9-year-old Eddie probably would have laughed his ass off. I'm too old for that. I'm like, piss jokes. But again, like, it has comedy for everyone. It has a lot of funny moments. It has some endearing moments too. Totally. Especially, you mentioned the ending, like, he becomes mayor and he's with the girl and he has kids and,
Yeah, to me, it's that scene and the scene like when the mom wants to sacrifice the bullies.
Yeah,
and he does that thing where like he throws the soup like right at every joke with the thermos fell straight out of Don't Mess with the Sohan. Like, it was so fast, but it really worked. Like, I love that scene when he goes to the cemetery and there's a wake, like they're burying someone and he's just in the background just like doing like cartwheels and stuff. And oh god, that felt like straight out of Zohan. This movie just feels like a combination of like a lot of the tropes from several of his movies that just work. They work.
I love one of the first scenes that made me go, I might like this. This isn't complete shit.
Yeah.
Is when the kids throw the eggs at him and he catches them in the thermos. He goes, "Jokes on you, free breakfast." Rocky Balboa style. It's like, okay, we might have something here. We might have a gem on this plane.
Yeah.
I don't know. We did. Also, I was looking up facts. The whole reveal that it was actually the mom the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
a callback. Yeah, no, that's a callback to Friday the 13th. I mean, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, to Mrs. Voorhees.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until just now.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't make the connection. That's good.
Well, like I figure, like, is it the mom? No, it's not the mom. It has to be a sound guy. Oh wait, it's not the asylum guy. Then who is it? It's the lover. Like, like, they actually did a decent job of throwing you all the red herrings that they could.
Yeah, it's I think okay, no one's gonna have Halloween. I'm gonna have like a Halloween party with some friends through like Discord video call, and we're all gonna dress up and we're just gonna drink. But other than that, Halloween's pretty much canceled. But if it wasn't, this would be like one of those great movies to have in the TV playing while you're in the party.
Yeah. Or have a drinking game too.
Yeah, because like I said, it's so Halloween. Like, it's so it encapsulates that spirit so well, and it does a great job in giving off that great vibe. And like I said, I don't know if it's the pandemic, but I saw this movie. I'm like, man, I want to be there. I want to be in like that when they showed the party, the corn maze, the haunted house, like every part, I was like, man, like I wish I was there right now, because I freaking love Halloween, and the fact that it's gonna be missed this year kind of sucks. But the fact that it's in Salem, like I had never considered that. Now I'm thinking, okay, when this is all over, I gotta spend like Halloween in Salem. Like I have to.
Yeah.
Like I should do that. I don't know why it never crossed my mind. That's freaking good.
Oh, did you also pick up the Jaws reference with the mayor?
It made sense.
Yeah, the 85% of our income comes from this one night.
Yeah,
like,
but
what?
you know what? Currently, I don't want to say who, but a certain president has reminded me too much of the Jaws mayor. Saying that there's danger, but like, don't worry, everything's okay.
You mean the orange piece of shit?
Which, by the way, are you registered to vote?
Are you asking me or our audience?
I am asking you and the audience.
Yes, and I have no problem saying I'm voting for Biden. I got no problem saying that.
Okay, good to know.
Jeez.
Okay. Yeah.
The state of this country. Sorry. Okay. Well, going back to movies. We're talking about escapism here.
Yeah. I don't know. What else do you want to add about this movie? Because I had a good time. I might watch it again before Halloween just to get in the mood.
I might too, actually. Again, shockingly, this film has a lot of heart. I would be fine with watching it again.
You will tell me that you're constantly looking for movies to watch with like your younger family members. So I'm like, this might be a good one.
No, definitely. I think the twins would like this movie. I think my nephew would enjoy it too.
Yeah.
This is a good movie for young kids. It's a good one. Fucking go
I
watch it.
I mean, teenager-ish. There are still a couple scenes where they're like, "Hey, are you a virgin?" It's like, maybe, perhaps. I have a girlfriend.
They won't know what that means. We all saw movies when we were kids, and we were like, "What does that mean?" And our parents were like, "Shut up."
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I went to see the Jim Carrey movie, Yes Man, and there's a scene where his elderly, grandmotherly neighbor gives him a blowjob, and I had no idea what was happening. I thought she was massaging him.
Yeah, me too. I didn't understand either. And she takes out the teeth, and he's like, "Oh no." Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh god. Yeah.
I didn't understand what the fuck was happening at all. Yeah. Oh man. Has Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler ever done a movie?
I don't think so. Jim Carrey's playing Biden in SNL right now.
Oh god.
He's doing good. He's doing good.
Oh my god, I remember thinking this. It would be a great, like, really shitty World War II movie. Like a really shitty, like a really shitty World War II comedy film.
Okay.
Because if there's any minds that could do it, it would be these. It would be the following.
You didn't see Jojo Rabbit, right?
No, I never saw it.
Okay, watch it. Watch it. World War II comedy movie.
Is it in English or is it in German?
What?
Is it in English or in German?
It's in English.
Okay, fuck it. I'm down to watch it. I know Alex also said he really liked it, so.
It's amazing, yeah.
But imagine this, but with these 4 actors, right?
Okay.
Chris Rock, because I know he can carry a film. I've seen him.
Hell yeah.
Adam Sandler, because duh.
Yeah.
Mike Myers.
All right, if we can revive him.
And Jim Carrey.
Okay, yeah. Look, there are some actors that I'll watch anything they do, and Chris Rock and Jim Carrey are 2 of them. So yeah, I'm down.
Imagine a comedy with these 4, but it's just like a shit ton of spoofs. I'd fucking watch that.
The closest thing we've gotten was Tropic Thunder, which is like just a bunch of comedians just doing their thing. So
I fucking haven't had it. They're all good. I remember Jack Black was in my ass, my ass. Him and his cocaine habit. Oh god.
When are we gonna get another Tropic Thunder? We deserve one of those.
No, we don't.
You don't think so? You don't think it can work?
I'm a dude playing a dude to sacrifice as another dude. No, we can't do that again. Fucking, I think RDJ himself straight up said, like, yeah, there's no way it would pass nowadays. Like, we couldn't.
I don't know how it passed back then. Like,
it was pre every movement that we have right now.
It's still he was nominated for an Oscar.
He was not. I'm glad. I kind of wish he had won. That way, that was like, oh, talk about your Oscar.
You wouldn't want him to win. That's the year Heath Ledger won for the Joker.
I mean, but yeah, damn right, he lost. Fucking whoever plays Iron Man is behind Joker.
He was nominated for Tropic Thunder, not for Iron Man, but okay.
No one liked Iron Man. Let's be honest. It was a shit movie. No one watched it. Iron Man.
Ellie, you're on very, very thin ice here. That's the Last of Us reference. Never mind.
Boo! Okay. Also, have you finished The Last of Us 2? Have you played it?
I did. I finished it.
Oh God! Do you want to do like a video game review sometime?
Hell yeah!
Talk about it. I never played it, but I fucking watched the shit out of the playthroughs.
I watched it. No, I played it. I got it the day it came out, and it took me a while to finish it.
I heard.
I kept stopping because some parts were not difficult. Like, I never got stuck in one part, but there were parts that it got a little too overwhelming. But honestly, we could do a whole conversation on that because it's big. If you want to know if I liked it, I really liked it. But yeah,
maybe a bonus next week.
I'm down. So down.
All right, well, folks, you're gonna get a impromptu mini video game review next week.
Yeah,
along with our usual film review.
I love movies, but I love video games too, so I'm down.
We could always do. Oh, hey, Do you want to do The Conjuring next week?
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Conjuring?
Let's tell Fernie too. Let's tell Alex if he was down too.
Fuck it. I don't think we had a review with all
We haven't done a 4-way. No, wait, that sounds bad.
I'm bleeping that. I'm bleeping that.
We really haven't. We haven't done. We haven't been.
All 4 of us.
We haven't. Shit.
Oh shit.
I thought I thought we would for the MCU ranking, but.
Well, that video's still gonna come out. It's just it's Halloween. Fucking, it's October. Let's beat the shit out of this Halloween theme.
Yeah. The Haunting of Bly Manor comes out today, by the way, also on Netflix.
You think you're going to start watching it tomorrow night?
Nice. Maybe you can get her for the review.
Hey, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm not going to watch it, so,
Why?
How about it? You know how I am with horror. I love Halloween. I love the color and I love everything, but I don't like being scared. You know this.
You didn't like The Haunting on Hill House?
I watched it, but I was like this through most of the time,
Man, you know how hard it is to find a good scary movie? It is fucking hard to. I get one a year. If I'm lucky, I get one good scary movie that can actually scare me per year.
It's the director. It's Mike Flanagan. He's a fucking genius of horror. He did that. He did Dr. Sleep. He did what's it called? Gerald's Game, also on Netflix. He did.
None of those are like scary horror that makes me go, oh shit! Like they all just made me go.
He did Haunting of Hill House.
That had like one good pop-up scare. The Haunting of Hill House was also great for the editing. Like the editing was fucking amazing.
It's great mood. Right now. Yeah. I'm sure the Sandler fans have left already.
Yeah. Okay, so final thoughts on
Hubie Halloween.
Yes.
I think it's super enjoyable. I think it's a nice time. I think the biggest selling point of this movie should not be the comedy. Don't think you're going to come in to laugh out loud. Know that you're coming for Sandler humor because that's what you should be aware of. But be open that you will be surprised by how charming the movie is and how Halloween-y it is. And those two are good enough. I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10.
7.8. Fuck, that's high.
I'm generous. Man. And you know what? Fuck, it's 7. It's a 7. It's a close 7. I'm too nice. Fair. It's Halloween. It puts me in a good mood.
Fair. I'm giving this a C. C+. Good movie. I'd probably watch it again. It's not bad.
I'll definitely watch it again. Yeah. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can follow us on any of our links down below.
If you're listening to us via podcast, please like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to hear more about our thoughts on movies, go to therollback.net. I've been Chema.
And I've been Eddie. And this was The Rollback. And this is going to be a little fucked up to say, I'd rather watch this movie again than Tenet.
That's saying a lot from you.
Tenet wasn't Inception good. Like, it was good, but it wasn't Inception good.
I haven't seen it, actually.
How to say? Take like a pen and paper with you so you can keep track of the pincer maneuvers. Also, I had to watch 3 different videos to fully understand it. Be like, okay, now I feel like I can explain it to somebody.
Okay. How's my boy Robert Pattinson in that movie?
He's good. Batman is safe. And Batman will continue to be safe. I cannot fucking wait till next year to watch Batman.
Actually, it's been delayed to 2022.
Mother